Hi. Let's see if I can get everything on. We had a poll and you guys voted, and I'm gonna honor it. Because I said I would. I picked three choices that I liked to put together our log cabin, which is this block. I don't think if you've watched the others, you know that I've talked about trying to zoom in my camera lens on this particular one, and that I was like, it's either everything or it's just a really tight circle. So this is 14 inches square that I can't get in screen, so that's cool. I'll probably go back to the old way. And then there you can see it. All right, so what was our winner? It was kind of fun. I'm going to show it real quick. That's cool, huh? All right, so what I've got in the background, because I didn't print it or anything, is in my background I have one of the pictures pulled up. So I'm just looking at it. If we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we do 8 uh, pairs like that, then a couple of those pairs will have something on either side of it or two sets sewn together. I think we can do that. How many did I say that was? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 pairs. We can do that, right? We've got this. All right, the computer has informed me that I'm live. Yay! So I spent some time between when we signed off last time to signing on this time, finishing piecing these blocks. It is, I had to create 2 new ones that we had started and then finish sewing our bars on logs. Because it's the house, the light side and the dark side. Okay, seriously, that would be hilarious. If you created, okay, you weren't in my head, sorry. If you created, hi there, a log cabin block, if it's supposed to be 2 parts of the home, the light side, the dark side, then I was thinking light-hearted, dark, you know, the like when we were kids, oh, it's rock and roll and the devil and yada. And I'm like, so you could make the half of it be unicorns and rainbows, pinks and purples, and the other half of the log cabin be black, skulls, rock and roll, little devil horns. You know, what color would you do your center? God, you might have to do a half square triangle in the center so you can pull in, you know, like a blood red on the, on the dark side. Fart. Now I have to do this, even if it's just one damn block. You guys have this perfect fabric. Hey, now the one thing I did notice is that nobody found any recommendations or helped me with any recommendations on the um, avocado fabric for the back. I did go looking though. We're doing 8 of these sets. Make it easy for chain piecing. I've never pieced a log cabin in this layout, so I don't think I've done. any of the three. Maybe that's why they were appealing. Okay, so 1, 2, you have 3 sewn. Here's number 4. I need to get this 4x8 sheet of foam home. I just don't know if I can wrestle it by myself. It's not like it's heavy. It's just cumbersome. And then I'm going to cover it with some felt that I have and hook it to the wall behind me and use it as a design wall instead of this. It has surface, but this tablecloth drives me nuts. Hey there. Good. So we are putting together the log cabin tonight. This is our layout. It was chosen by you guys. There was actual votes. I was afraid I was going to get to the end and just have to make up my own mind because it's the first time I've done something like this. It was pretty cool. Okay. We're finishing up a 10-year-old UFO. And I don't usually like solid colors for anything, to be honest. Especially the back. But we might this is such an unusual greens. So finding a green that's gonna work is gonna be interesting. Okay. I'm just doing 8 of these pears, dark mountain pears. And I don't think it's official terminology or anything. It's just what works in my head. All right, you're just gonna help me keep count because I suck at this part. This is why I don't cross stitch anymore. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do 8, so there's another 5, and that's 6. I'm gonna pick 7 and 8. What are we gonna work on next? I do need to get the last 3 rows of the dog quilt sewn onto the rest of it. We could finish that up. Whoops. 2, 3, and 4. And we'll do some pressing. This won't take too long tonight at all. I'm going to refrain from coming up suggesting another idea because I did that last week and ended up being really took forever. I didn't even finish. Okay, now we're going to press these open. And that's still hot. So we have eight. And I like to press each row going left, right, left, right. So the thing is, there's eight of these. I'm going to press half to the left, one half to the right, because might as well make it easier later. See, it's a very swampy, mossy brown, green something. Two, 3, and oh, hi, baby girl. You awake? We should give you, forgot to tell Dad to give you a muscle relaxer this morning. How's your neck? Her neck was really tight after taking a dive off my bed. She got caught on a stool that I had there, so it kept her from dropping an additional 2 feet. But I'm still, her neck bent real bad. Oh, scares the crap out of me. Okay, that's the 4 to the left. Let's do 4 to the right. All right. Got a small space that I can work in. I have an okay sized room, but for me to do the filming, I've got kind of limited space. Hey, my old girl. How's it going? I guess they're watching a foreign film. Bunch of yelling, not English. No idea what it is. Old. It was old though. Black and white. No idea what they found. Hey, my dog. How are you? I'm gonna have to start cutting some more fabric on the mountains are calling. That order's been placed, Nanette, if you watch this later, which means it'll take just a little bit, but it's finally on its way. So we've got eek, trying to roll make sure I don't get dogs because that would be bad. What happened here, dog? You okay? Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3 rows like this, so I might have needed to do more than that. All right, so there's one for money. What are you doing? Are you dying to be a movie star tonight? Want me to pick you up so everybody can see you? Are you lost? My senile old dog. Maybe when the dogs get old and they can no longer hear you calling their name anyway, that's when they get their old lady name or old man name. Like Madge or Edith. I only have girl dogs. Pearl, you know. What's going on? What's my little dog doing over here? Huh? Yeah? What's going on, you? Hmm? Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Look at my old girl. Just making sure I didn't miss any chat stuff. Okay. All right, my love. I'm gonna set you down outside of the path of the wheels. Oof, okay? Because I'm a little nervous about rolling on you. Okay, I gotta be honest. This is my old girl. She is 15 and a half. She made it. Daisy might want to go out. All right, so let's look at our picture. We're gonna do full. Okay, where are those pins? I have these pins. Buried some. Okay, 1, 2. That's a start. All right, so we've got. Hey, boys. Daisy's walking around. Okay, when? We've got one more that we can put up. It does that too. I might have miscounted, huh? So here's another one of the same. What did I do with that little box? Doesn't matter. Here's some. 1, Mm, yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Mm, yeah, I need to get that other thing because this does not work. Okay, so that's row one and row three, and we need row five, which means I pressed this in the wrong way. Okay. I have to come up with a couple quick gifts. Trying to think. I'm fine buying local. I just can't think what local was going to work. You okay, my old broad? Dame. Maybe that's it. I need to call her old Dame. Dame works. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to sew the third set of this together. I hope I didn't miscount. Highly possible. Let's just go with the flow and make it work no matter what. And I unthreaded the machine. All right. Hi, how's the old dog doing? Hmm? Hey, Sarah, is that you? The couch does not come apart as far as I thought it did. I swear it came into at least two pieces, but I'm being told no, and it's not worth fighting over. Because I'm not 100% sure. Sure. Let's do this little piece. We will press this, and then we're gonna have to turn the camera on the phone so I can flip this when we get all of our rows together. Nope, drop that. And I don't want anything to happen to that. 1, 2, 3. And that's how I'm going. Don't you fall. It wants to. Right, there's 3. Go in that direction. Okay, what else we got? Oh, and 2 cents. All right, so 1, 2. We're good. I just Didn't calculate right the other way. Okay. Now, got these going the other way. Doop, doop, doop. Tablet. All right. So now we're going to take, sorry, not tablet, camcorder. I'm like holding my shit up going, that view's not right. Yeah, because I clicked on the wrong button. Okay. These are going to have one sewn on either end of it. So it's going to go like that. It'll be easy this one. See, aren't you glad I did all the finishing up of the block? That's taken forever. Because I sewed after the live on Monday. On, yeah. Yep. I think I just don't even remember. How about that? So I averted catastrophe yesterday and not even sure how I managed to be that fucking lucky. I don't always go into what we refer to as the office at the shop because it used to be an office. There's now a pit of shit. But I had gone in there and the light was on, and to turn the light off, you have to go all the way into the room. Hi, Miss Dog. How are you? And when I was like reaching to turn off the light, something doesn't sound right. And to make a long story short, something malfunctioned on the hot water heater, and hot water pressure relief valve doohickey something or other that's a safety on the machine or on the hot water heater was just dumping out of this tube onto the hardwood floor in my furnace area, butted right up against the furnace. Which way are we going? We're gonna go this way. Hot water. I caught it before it even started steaming up the room. Hadn't even noticed any steam until I was already moving a bunch of shit to get there. Surprising though, the guy that came out for the bid and did the job and everything, they were really nice. And the crew that was working, they were easy to work with, happy go lucky. Is that right? That'll be, yeah, I guess so. Um, but when I called today about the problem because he didn't call me back, I got this. I didn't install your hot water heater. Yes, sir, you did. Don't know how to. Yes, sir, you did. And he's like, "Oh, the fabric store. Okay, I remember." And remembered who I was, but when they did the whole thing, it broke my water main, and I had to have a new water main punched underneath my parking lot. And oh, so I have no water to the shop right now. There's probably a way I can turn it on and know that I've got water everywhere else, just not to the furnace. I don't know. But that means I can't go to the bathroom. I tried dumping some water in it like we've done before, and that didn't work. I have a little bucket outside collecting rainwater so that I can dump it into the back of the toilet and see if it will flush that way. I gotta say, I lost my shit, but in a way, in some respects, I kept my shit together. My brain kept working, even though I was panicking. How about that? That might be a better way to put it. Because it's on the side of the tank, I just had this PVC pipe, probably 2 feet long, and it was hooked up in something. Should have been glued up in there. And instead, it was not, and it just dumped straight down onto the ground because it's like 2 inches from my furnace. There's all the hookups for the furnace right there, cutting in front of and underneath where that's dumping. It's dumping on all of those connections, but I can't get a bucket underneath it. It's like I know there's a problem now. I can't get a bucket underneath there. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta find a way to divert the water. And so I got a pool noodle because we use noodles behind the fabric so that because our cabinets are too deep and it keeps the fabric from being pushed too far back. So a little stopper. But pool noodles have a hole in them, so I jammed it on the other end of the pipe and then realized the water coming out of that was scalding hot water. So thankfully I didn't burn myself. But and that worked until the bucket was full. And I went to lift the pool noodle out of the bucket and let it pour on the freaking ground just long enough for me to dump the small little bucket into a big one for transport out of because it's in the middle of the house. Um, but they didn't glue that pipe in there, so that little bit of wiggle just dropped the whole pipe out of there, and I couldn't jam it back up in there because it's fucking hot. All right. Nobody's interested in the log cabin tonight. Nobody that got to vote wants to see how this is going to turn out. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm still game. Okay, this I need. We've got 2 of these, which has. Wait a minute. Okay, so we've got 2 of these and 3 of the other. All right, let's see if we can possibly pick one down and not disturb the rest. Okay. Okay. All right. So this one is going to have 2 full dark mountain peaks. This one on top of it is going to light. Let's see, this is not right. Oh, yeah, it is. Light, dark. We have a light coming to a dark to a light. Okay. Because I pressed them in 2 different directions, now they are still fucked up. I'm not going to change it. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, well. Sounded good, right? Okay, let's get another intersection. Okay, right here. This is going to be great to get another one off my plate. This is 10 years, man. Gotta feel good to get something done. All I can see is the picture in the arm of my shirt. So let's see if I can shrink them a little. Hey, nobody's chatted, but that's okay. But now my vision is okay. My vision is fucked up, but I'm kind of stuck on the whole angel devil kind of log cabin block now. Kind of cool, huh? Kind of like it. Take it to the machine. That one. Really need something to keep my foot pedal from sliding away from me. Oh, the clip that was still kind of hanging on it got drugged. Hmm. I've got plenty that would work on the dark side of that. I'm just not a fabulous line. I mean, you could have done some pink Halloween stuff on one side, some dark Halloween stuff on the other. That might have made a nice log cabin block. However, I might have to be on the lookout for a fat quarter because that would be funny. I'm telling you. And not knowing what to do as your center. I think I would half square triangle it. Great. Now I need, okay, I have two. See, it's almost perfect. Didn't think about. Okay, now it's perfect. All right. So that's this, which means I need another one of these. I'm just wanting to picture that it's, yeah, gonna look all right. Okay. I'm gonna try to sew from the other direction this time so that I help keep it pulled straight. I'm gonna start with my first seam. Yeah, all of my plans went to help on that. And I just don't care enough to do it. It's just pressing. It's not like I got 12 things coming together. I'll be fine. Hello. We are just putting the rows together on this fun, ancient 10-year-old log cabin that we've had to figure out what the hell the plan was. It's now being referred to as, oh, one fucking word, the avocado quilt. Because you got the flash, the seed, and the outside. Kind of funny, huh? I laughed pretty hard. Here and gone. Okay. Well, all I'm going to do tonight is sew these together. And it might tap out just a smidge over an hour, I would think. Which is okay. But, okay. Two more long seams. And then we should do a stay seam. I never do it, but I need to start, I think. Because these tops don't always get quilted right away. It just keeps. I'll show you as we go. We're locking in these seams because we're sewing them going the opposite direction. But on the outside edge, where seam where the rows are, and where the piecing of the blocks are, they could tug and lose a stitch or two. So that's what a stay seam would be. It'd be keeping that from pulling out. Za. Hmm? Huh? Um, maybe I'll be done in about 15 minutes. We could do that. Ask them because I think they did end up putting something on. But I've got one more seam and I'm over halfway done with this one, and I'll be done for the night. I think it sounds fun. Oops. There's always not Saturday. Like there's Christmas parties and stuff, I guess. I should take myself out to dinner for a Christmas party. Company Christmas party. Hmm. Well, I'm good with Saturday, but I forgot Michael has his party and you go do stuff. What? I might actually have the house all to myself on Saturday evening? What? What would that be like? Okay, we're going to trim that to make sure we're doing it right. I'm gonna have a light and a dark. Yep, yep. I was wrong. There's two more scenes, but we're not doing it tonight. Watching tonight anyway. All right. Okay. Where is? There we go. It's gonna be with a hook and the one and only one that works. Ugh. Almost done. Is that Scully running around? Right, 1 hour. Mm-hmm. Mm. I mean, they can see that it's a deer and that you have no choice. It's the when it's a little critter that two cars back can't tell why I'm fucking stopped. Guess we had a nice deer in the road or in the backyard today. I didn't look in the right spot. I didn't see him. One of the customers told me. Horrible. There was freestanding water on Cornelius Path. What's that fucking 45-degree slope? That's saying something. Watch out for hydroplaning and stuff. You have you gotten to experience that yet? That's just enough to make you go, hey, I'm not in control. Oh yeah, they do. God, that sounds like me. I wonder where you get that. I know that car came with a fucking signal. So, did I tell you about the tweaker trying to sell the stuff at the shop? Did I tell you about his tats? Love and hate. That's how I knew. I was looking at him going, I would not be able to pick that guy out of a lineup by his face. But I could tell you it was him by his hands because I was staring at those tats because I was noticing what a shit job it And I focused on it because, you know, because of Grandpa. Did you get my note about the black desk? He kind of has mentioned that, and he has tried to use shit around the house and hasn't liked it. Okay. All right. All right. So we got the dark in the lower left, and then we have the dark in the lower right. Okay. Fine. Fine, fine. I need to get that. There's some insulation tile I need to get home. It's what we did the design wall out of. There at the shop, there's one by the back door in the classroom. I need to bring it home and then find a space to lay it out and cover it with felt and then come hang it on the wall here because this doesn't work. Okay, it kind of does, but not for how I'd use a design wall. Thanks for measuring the couch, Sarah. Yeah, I told her that. I go, and that's with it closed, so you'd need to have it a little further away from the wall than that because of the recliner part. And her husband said he thinks it'll fit better than what they've got. Okay, I'll wipe it down even, but damn it. No, I got a pile of these stupid clips here, and then I set everything down on the table and setting it on top of the clips, so every time I go to move the fabric, it pulls the clips from the floor because I can't see them. That's okay. We're gonna just be done with the avocado quilt here in a minute. And nobody's watching tonight. Yep, I'm missing one. Not quite sure where it went. Find it when I step on it and break it. Oh, there's it is. Or there's one of them. Dropped one the other day. So I believe there's two on the floor somewhere. Okay. Last seam needed, unless I do the stay stitch. So I can get started over here. Okay, would you be willing to explain and show me some Discord stuff? Okay. Yay, almost got my thumb. Going the other way here. Let's put some rock in that through there. I probably will do a space one. Probably a good habit to start. Hey, let's see. Can maybe let's see if we can get this up. Go check out the Titanic movie. Where's that? Missouri. Did you know that Romania is doing a Dracula theme park? No it looks way. Fucking awesome. No way. Oh, I'll send you the link. It's phenomenal. Yeah, I'm like all for it. Like send it to the girls. Yeah. I'm like totally figured you would be down with that. Yes. Because then we can also go check out the castle. I know it'd be fantastic. I'm like, seriously, like, can't believe you haven't thought of doing this before. Like, really? Market the shit out of that. All right, let's get this here, and then I'll try to get the tablet unhooked and show you what we got. Oh, Michael's disappointed. We tried to watch the new Frankenstein. Pretty disappointed too. I think he said something about that. All right, let's turn this and let me change tablet. Okay, let me oh wait, I don't have a case on it, so it's slick. Hold on. No, see, I've only got two choices. Now you've got the dog sleeping, my shoes, my knee popping, and that's what we've got. Good job, guys. Thanks for the layout ideas. And as soon as we get it quilted, I will show it all off. And I'm going to see if I can pick the kids' brain about Discord. So that's it for tonight. I will see you all next week. So it'll be Monday, and I have no idea what the hell we're doing yet. Okay, talk to you later.